still reaching for your side of the bed to catch the ghost of the things we never said. The coffee's cold and the kitchen's too quiet. My heart's a riot trying to find where you went. I trace the dust where your pictures used to stay, watching the light turn to a hollow shade of gray. Oh, love is a thief, but these are the cage, and I'm just a line on a blurring page. I tried to hold on, but you slipped through my sand. Now I'm left with the reach of an empty hand. I'm begging for a minute, but the clock won't stand. I'm just a victim of time's unkind hand. Didn't feel the break, but every street lamp is a hollow kind of ache. I see a ghost and a reflection of the past, watching the future turn so quickly to the past. You say it gets easier, they say the wounds will close, but time only takes the pedal and leaves me with the rose. Oh, love is a thief, but these are the cage, and I'm just a line on a blurring page. I tried to hold on, but you slipped through my sand. Now I'm left with the reach of an empty hand. I'm begging for a minute, but the clock won't stand. I'm just a victim of time's unkind if I could break the spring, I'd give up tomorrow for one more yesterday thing. But the sun keeps rising while my world stands still, and if the memories don't kill me, the silence surely will. The clock on the wall drags its feet at 3. This booth is a ghost of where we used to be. 2 ceramic mugs, but only steam from one. The Friday ritual is over and done. The silver spoon, it's a saucer like a bell. A toll for the stories that we used to tell. The silence is heavy, it pulls at the floor. I'm waiting for footsteps that won't reach the door. I thought we were safe from the tide, but you were the storm with nowhere to hide. Now I'm shipwrecked in the city of gray, watching the streetlights wash it away. It wasn't a harbor, just a wave crashing through, leaving me drowning in the memory of you. This leather jacket still holds on to your scent, a cruel souvenir the time that we spent. The rain starts to hammer against the glass pane, echoing rhythms of loss and of pain. The safe from the tide, but you were the storm with nowhere to hide. Now I'm shipwrecked in the city of gray, watching the street lights wash it away. It wasn't a harbor, just a wave crashing through, leaving me drowning in the memory of you, in the memory of you, just the memory of you. The echo fades into a hum so low. I watch the blue light finally let go. The night is falling on the window pane, washing away the remnant of the rain. I sit inside the quiet of the dark and feel the steady beating of my heart. The jagged edges smooth beneath the stream, like waking up from some chaotic dream. The river water runs across the stone. I find a comfort standing here alone. Your absence isn't heavy, it is light, a vast horizon with nowhere to hide. But I can breathe within this open space and find the steady rhythm of this place. The storm is over, I am standing still, beyond the shadow of the windowsill. This empty house plays music of its own, a quiet melody I've never known. The furniture is anchored to the floor, no slamming winds against the bedroom door. The silence settles like a winter snow, covering everything we used to know. The jagged edges smooth beneath the stream, like waking up from some chaotic dream. The river water runs across the stone. I find a comfort standing here alone. Your absence isn't heavy, it is wide, a vast horizon with nowhere to hide. But I can breathe within this open space and find the steady rhythm of this place. The storm is over, I am standing still, beyond the shadow of the windowsill. A broken memory is all I keep. It doesn't haunt me when I fall asleep. It anchors me to who I used to be before the quiet set the spirit free. It honors us without a single sound, a peace that I have finally found. Your absence isn't heavy, it is light, a vast horizon with nowhere to hide. But I can breathe within this open space and find the steady rhythm of this place. The storm is over, I am standing still, beyond the shadow of the windowsill. out the door. The person I knew doesn't live here anymore. Your eyes are like windows with the shutters pulled tight, and I'm just a shadow losing its light. We're sharing a table, but we're oceans apart, counting the beats of a dying heart. It's the quietest storm, it's a slow motion fall, it's the sound of the silence ringing down the hall. We're fading like ink in the heat of the sun, undoing the threads until we're undone. No sudden ending, no final cry, just the ghost of us living the long goodbye. I'm mourning a version of you that's already gone, while I'm checking the locks and I'm turning lights on. We're still playing house in a home turned to stone. How can I feel this lonely when I'm not alone? Every I love you feels like a lie, a debt we can't pay no matter how hard we try. It's the quietest storm, it's a slow motion fall, it's the sound of the silence ringing down the hall. We're fading like ink in the heat of the sun, undoing the threads until we're undone. No sudden ending, no final cry, just the ghost of us living the long goodbye. Break it all at once, let the glass hit the floor. I can't take this maybe or almost anymore. Don't let me down easy, just let me go. This slow burning fire is all that I know. Minute by minute, inch by inch, I'm losing your touch in the final pinch. The longest walk is the one where we stay, watching the pieces just drift away. Yeah, we're living the long goodbye. The neon sign is flickering above the diner door. I watch the water wash away the chalk upon the floor. The outline of the dreams we drew is fading in the rain, dissolving into grayness like a picture drawn in pain. I'm holding on to plastic, the demo of our past, watching magnetic ribbons unspooling way too fast. It spirals in the gutter like a serpent made of black. There is no way to wind it up, no way to take it back. The silence where your heart of me belongs is loud and deep, a jagged kind of rhythm that haunts me while I sleep. I thought we were the anthem that the century would it back. The silence where your heart and me belongs is loud and deep, a jagged kind of rhythm that haunts me while I sleep. I thought we were the anthem that the century would know, but now I stand here singing to the shadows on my own, just a soloist in darkness with a microphone of stone. Some melodies are written just to break before the start. Before they reach the chorus, they tear the soul apart. The notes we wrote together are drowning in the flow, a ballad for the pavement that the world will never know. The silence where your harm and me belongs is loud and deep, a jagged kind of rhythm that haunts me while I sleep. I thought we were the anthem that the century would know, but now I stand here singing to the shadows on my own, just a soloist in darkness with a microphone of stone. The ribbon's gone, the song is done. Street lights flicker on the wet concrete. I am walking circles where the shadows meet. This denim jacket still holds the cold of stories that we never really told. The scent of you is wearing thin beneath the rain upon my skin. October leaves are turning black. I know there is no turning back. The static screams inside my mind for everything we left behind. You promised a light but gave me gray. I watched the colors wash away, a heavy weight upon my chest, a quiet heart that finds no rest. The echo of a broken vow is all that silence allows. Now the guitar swells and then it fades, just like the plans that we had made. I used to scream into the night, but now I lost the will to fight. The pavement shines with city lights, reflecting all our lonely nights. October leaves are turning black. I know there is no turning back. The static screams inside my mind for everything we left behind. You promised a light but gave me gray. I watched the colors wash away, a heavy weight upon my chest, a quiet heart that finds no rest. The echo of a broken vow is all that silence allows. Now I am standing here within the storm, trying to keep a memory warm, but warmth is just a ghost today since you decided not to stay. You promised a light but gave me gray. I watched the colors wash away, a heavy weight upon my chest, a quiet heart that finds no rest. The echo of a broken vow is all that silence allows. No. ticket sitting on the countertop. A show we missed, the curtain had to drop. Dust is settling on the dreams we built. A layer of regret and quiet guilt. Backseat drivers in a parked car. We never really got that far. The neon sign is flickering out. A rhythm filled with fear and doubt. Like a heartbeat failing in the dark. We missed the flame and lost the spark. Forever turned to never again. A melody of silent pain. I drove past the diner on the hill. The booth is empty and the air is chill. That's where we fought the war of words. No, nothing but the wind is heard. The house is empty, walls are bare. I look for you, but you are not there. The neon sign is flickering out. A rhythm filled with fear and doubt. Like a heartbeat failing in the dark. We missed the flame and lost the spark. Forever turned to never again. A melody of silent pain. Sunrise comes but feels like night. I am tired of trying to make it right. The silence is the loudest sound in this empty, lost and found. The neon sign is flickering out. A rhythm filled with fear and doubt. Like a heartbeat failing in the dark. We missed the flame and lost the spark. Forever turned to never again. A melody of silent pain. The windshield takes the beating of the rain. A rhythm matching every pulse of pain. You walked away and did not turn your head. Left every single word we had unsaid. I am driving through the streets we used to know, watching the city lights begin to glow. I replay the scene again, searching for the moment when the love we had began to die and left me with this hollow sky. This city is a graveyard now. Broken trust and a broken vow. Echoes of laughter sound so cruel. I play the part of the hopeless fool, a ghost that wanders through the graveyard now. Broken trust and a broken vow. Echoes of laughter sound so cruel. I play the part of the hopeless fool, a ghost that wanders through the storm, walking these ruins all came on the radio today. I reached across the way you used to stay. My hand just found the empty leather seat, the cold reminder of a love's defeat. The static buzzes in the speaker wire, ashes remaining from a burnout fire. Navigate a world without your sound. My feet are dragging on the heavy ground. It is a slow burn, realizing you are gone. The night is dragging into dawn. The fire we started got out of control and burned a hole right through my soul. The bridge is burning down tonight. I am standing in the fading light. Distorted guitar screaming, cry, a chaotic lullaby. I am stranded here, I cannot flee, on the wrong side of history. No way across, the path is gone. I have to learn to carry on, but looking at the smoke and flame, I only whisper out your name. The bridge is burning down tonight. I am standing in the fading light. Distorted guitar screaming, cry, a chaotic lullaby. I'm stranded here, I cannot flee, on the wrong side of history. I found a book I have not touched in years, a hiding place for all my old fears. A blurry Polaroid fell to the floor, a smile I do not recognize anymore. The edge is curling and the colors fade, just like the exit that you slowly made. You pulled away before you left, leaving me with this heavy theft of time and love and who I was, lost within the quiet pause. I am standing on the pier. The smell of turpentine is hanging in the air. I see the canvas resting by the wooden stair. The attic dust is settling on the floor, just like the silence behind the locking door. I see the outline of a face I used to know, a memory from winter long ago. I lift a brush to paint the final part, but something heavy weighs upon my heart. The colors on the palette start to dry. I cannot find a sparkle in your eye. I lost the shade of gold that used to shine. It flickered when your eyes were looking mine. Now every stroke is just a sad goodbye to days that slipped away and passed us by. I'm standing in this gallery of ghosts, missing the one that I love the most. I try to mix the yellow with the brown, but only shadows seem to settle down. The laughter that once filled this empty space is gone without a single leaving trace. I stare at features that are incomplete, a masterpiece of sorrow and defeat. I lift the brush to paint the final part, but something heavy weighs upon my heart. The colors on the palette start to dry. I cannot find the sparkle in your eye. I lost the shade of gold that used to shine. It flickered when your eyes were looking mine. Now every stroke is just a sad goodbye to days that slipped away and passed us by. I'm standing in this gallery of ghosts, missing the one that I love the most. The oil is cracking on the linen stand, forgetting where the ending should begin. I put the brush down on the wooden stand, the portrait slipping from my trembling hands. I lost the shade of gold that used to shine. It flickered when your eyes were looking mine. Now every stroke is just a sad goodbye to days I've slipped away and passed us by. I'm standing in this gallery of ghosts, missing the one that I love the The rain is pouring down on the seaside road. I carry all this pain as a heavy load. I drive toward the cliff where we made a vow, but everything is broken and silent now. The water hits the glass in a rhythmic beat, while I am staring at the passenger seat. I reach out for a hand that isn't there. My fingers only touch the cold leather chair. The radio is broken and the signal dies, just static noise and all the old goodbyes. The wipers keep the tempo of my heart, reminding Feels like we are distant and so far. The noise is like the fight that we had that night, when everything we built lost all its light. I'm driving through the storm without a guide, with nothing but the emptiness inside. I reach out for a hand that isn't there. My fingers only touch the cold leather chair. The radio is broken and the signal dies, just static noise and all the old goodbyes. The wipers keep it simple in my heart, reminding me of how we fell apart. The ocean view is hidden by the gray. I wish that I could wash the past away, but silence is the loudest sound I know. It follows me wherever I may go. I reach out for a hand that isn't warm. My fingers only touch the cold leather chair. The radio is broken and the signal dies. It's just static noise and all the old goodbyes. The wipers keep the tempo of my heart, reminding me of how we fell apart. I'm cleaning out the shelves in the quiet hall. I see the shadows lengthen on the wall. I pull a book of poems from the stack, and suddenly the memories come back. The dried and brittle rose is tucked inside, a secret that the pages try to hide. Amongst the sonnet that we read aloud, before the sky was covered by a cloud. Our anniversary feel like yesterday, but time has stolen all the words away. The petals turn to dust upon my skin, the ruin of the love we were living in. It crumbles like a castle made of sand, leaving only ash upon my hand. We kept it in the dark to make it last, but now it's just a relic of the past. I watch the pieces fall upon the floor. We do not read the poems anymore. The preservation failed in the open light, just like the way we faded in the night. The physical reminder breaks in two, and that is when I stop remembering you. And watch the sonnet that we read aloud, before the sky was covered by a cloud. Our anniversary feel like yesterday, but time has stolen all the words away. The petals turn to dust upon my skin, a ruin of the love we were living in. It crumbles like a castle made of sand, leaving only ash upon my hand. We kept it in the dark to make it last, but now it's just a relic of the past. Whatever we protected in the dark has lost the fire and the vital spark. Exposed to air, it withers and it dies, just like the truth hidden in the lies. The petals just turned to dust upon my skin. A ruin of the love where you were living in. It crumbled like a castle made of sand, leaving on the edge upon my hand. We cut it in the dark to make it last, but now it's just a wreck of the past. The kettle starts to whistle on the stove, a sound that echoes in this lonely alcove. The refrigerator hums a steady tune, reminding me that I'm here alone. I move around the kitchen in the daze, lost within the morning's early haze. I set two plates upon a wooden top, and that is when my heart begins to stop. I pour 2 cups of coffee out of habit. I reach for love, but I can never grab it. The steam is rising up just like a ghost. I miss the mornings that I love the most. I freeze and look across the empty chair. There is no one sitting waiting there. The vision blurs as tears begin to form. I'm sheltering inside a quiet storm. The house is hollow now that you are gone. I'm waking up to face another dawn. I set 2 plates upon a wooden top, and that is when my heart begins to stop. I pour 2 cups of coffee out of habit. I reach for love, but I can never grab it. The steam is rising up just like a ghost. I miss the mornings that I love the most. You took your keys and took away your heart, leaving me to fall complete apart. The silence is a weight upon my chest, a heavy burden that will never rest. I set 2 plates upon a wooden top, and that is when my heart begins to stop. I pour 2 cups of coffee out of habit. I reach for love, but I can never grab it. The steam is rising up just like a ghost. I miss the mornings that I love the most. The neon sign is broken, preparing for a hollow space, forgetting just for half a beat that no one's there to take the seat. The coffee steams into the air, but silence fills the empty chair. It's the muscle memory that breaks me down, reaching out when no one is around. My hand seeks yours across the bed, but finds the freezing sheets instead. The quiet screams inside my head, reminding me of words unsaid. No laughter at my messy hair, no bitter taste for us to share. The routine stays the very same, but now I only whisper your name. The shadows stretch across the floor. I watch the closed and locked front door. It's the muscle memory that breaks me down, reaching out when no one is around. My hand seeks yours across the bed, but finds the freezing sheets instead. The quiet screams inside my head, reminding me of words unsaid. Every morning starts the lie before the truth can catch my eye. The second that I realize, the loneliness begins to rise. It's the muscle memory that breaks me down, reaching out when no one is around. My hand seeks yours across the bed, but finds the freezing sheets instead. The quiet screams inside my head, reminding me of words unsaid. Just cold sheets instead. like I always do. Pour the water, watch it steep, living in a broken dream. The second light stays on the stone, getting cold on its The easel stands in shadows deep, a secret that I try to keep. I mix the colors for your skin, remembering where to begin. The sunlight caught within your hair, I captured every single strand with care, but my hand begins to shake at the choice I have to make. The brushes hovering in space, afraid to finish up your face. I cannot paint your eyes today. If I do, you'll look away. I know that final goodbye stare, and I can't bear to see it there. If I leave it incomplete, we never have to admit defeat. The curve of your smile is done, bright as the morning sun, but above the cheek it's blank. A canvas void is all I thank for keeping you from leaving me, trapped in this memory. But my hand begins to shake at the choice I have to make. The brushes hovering in space, afraid to finish up your face. I cannot paint your eyes today. If I do, you'll look away. I know the final goodbye stare, and I can't bear to see it there. If I leave it incomplete, we never have to admit defeat. They say art is letting go, but I am moving way too slow. I don't want a museum piece, I want the pain to never cease. I cannot paint your eyes today. If I do, you'll look away. I know that final goodbye stare, and I can't bear to see it there. If I leave it incomplete, we never have to admit defeat. The clock reads 2 a.m. again. I'm dialing up the station then. The DJ knows my voice by now. I make the request and I bow to the ritual of the night, hoping that the song takes flight. across the ocean where you live. 3,000 miles of deep blue sea between the shore and you and me. I hope the airwaves carry this, the echo of a final kiss. My thumb is scrolling through the past, files I thought would never last. A digital graveyard in my hand, things I don't quite understand. Why I keep them stored away, to haunt me every single day. I press play and hear the tone of you speaking through the phone, the way you used to say my name before we ended up in fame. We were frozen in the glow of a party long ago. Neon lights and New Year's cheers ringing in my tired ears. But here I sit in shadows black, knowing that you won't come back. The pixels show a happy pair with confetti in our hair, false promises in every bite, captured on that winter night. I should delete the evidence, but I lack the common sense. I press play and hear the tone of you speaking through the phone, the way you used to say my name before we ended up insane. We are frozen in the glow of a party long ago. Neon lights and New Year's cheers ringing in my tired ears. But here I sit in shadows black, knowing that you won't come back. A voice note from a ghost I knew is all I have left of you. The timestamp says a year has gone.